Alright folks, we are back. And today we start our Pokemon Black 2 journey. Now, first things first. What I spent most of yesterday evening doing was getting this Adamant Nature Oshawott. So we have a plus attack minus special attack, which will hopefully come in useful against, well, with its Razor Shell and Aqua Tail attacks. So that was what most of yesterday was spent for doing, and we can now hit the ground running. Now, I've got to say, after finally finishing Pokemon Black 1, I am in a fairly good spirits for this stream. Hoping we can finally get this one done as well. And then all we have left is the randomizer. Now, if you weren't here for Saturday's stream, I did explain it on that one. But just to be safe, if we do end up failing this run during this stream for whatever reason, I will be now alternating between the base run and the randomizer. So I have 2 randomized seeds ready to go. But fingers crossed we won't need it. Hopefully we can just blow straight through this. Well, let's see. Now, seeing as I already have done a couple streams of this game, I have done myself a prep sheet up until Route 7. So, hopefully we don't get further than that today. We also have our level caps for the gyms here as always. And with the Pokeballs in hand, we already have the Pokedex. The run has officially begun. She already gives me 10, so we will leave that as is. And the only other prep that I did is what I always do, is gave myself unlimited rare candies, as always. Because no one wants to sit here and watch me grind on wild Pokemon for hours, just trying to get up to level caps. We're more interested in actually seeing me lose against the gyms. Now, the running shoes are completely pointless because I have given them to myself already, but we will take a spare pair of Air Jordans. Now, it has been about a week or so since I've played this game, so I'm not entirely sure of where I need to go and what I need to do. But hopefully we can figure it out along the way, and it won't take us all day to do so. Of course, we have to just go through this catching tutorial as always. But honestly, it's not a big deal. We get through that, and now it's my turn. Now, on this route, the only things we can get is a Patrat or a Purloin. I am actually hoping for the Patrat, so that is good. As long as we don't manage to kill it somehow. Didn't like that. But we could at first try, so we don't have to worry about a restart already. You are a dude. We always keep the Patrat's name something like Trapper or Ratter or something like that. This one, we're going to call her Trapstar. And then nickname theme for this one, I'm not sure on. I haven't decided just yet. But let's check out his nature. He's got a serious nature, which is a neutral. It's better than a bad nature, I suppose. And mainly, he's only here to make up the numbers for now. Just to get us past the first gym. He won't be here for the long run, so his nature isn't super important anyway. And let's keep it pushing. Now, I believe there is only like 3 or 4 Pokemon I can catch before the first gym anyway. But just as long as we do find a somewhat decent Pokemon on the... Yeah, Purloin was the other choice. We definitely did not want that. As long as we find a somewhat decent Pokemon in the ranch, we should be able to make it through the first part of the game anyway. Let's just kill you just for some free XP. It's not going to really cause us any issues. And we should get a stab move now. Yeah, there's Water Gun. Now, with the Adamant nature, the Water Gun is not great. So it's 40 with the 50% boost from stab. It's 60 base power. But our attack is already starting to leave our special attack in the dirt. So until we get Razor Shell, sorry. The water move isn't that important. I think overall tackle will still do more, even without the stab boost. Simply because of our nature. Now we make it through to here. And then on Route 19. No, Route 20, sorry. The notes say I have a decent chance at a Swaddle. So that gives me a decent coverage against our grass type weakness. As long as we can actually get it, but we will have to wait and see. Let's just make you match the level so we aren't at risk of accidentally killing ourselves. And in this town, it's looking like there isn't much actually to do. Like notes wise, there's no items or anything, so we'll just move on to Route 20 and the ranch. What I actually need to do as well is, if they are in the mart yet, we could do with some repels. No. So it looks like we aren't going to be able to get repels until the first gym, which means we can't do a level 7 repel manipulation in the ranch, which gives me an increased chance at a Riolu. But also, not only that, takes away some of the terrible, well, not terrible, but not so great encounters. It looks like we're just going to have to pray. Now, a Riolu or a Mareep would be preferred. But at this point, we just need bodies to get us through the first section of the game, and then we can start building the team properly. Let's take out these guys for just some free XP. Now, unless I fail as much as I did in the first game of this, well, in the first, in Black 1, I mean, we're probably not going to be spending time in between streams EV training anyone. So we're not going to worry about any of that kind of thing for now. If we still haven't completed this by the end of the week, then we probably will start doing that. But for now, we're just going to hope we can actually make it through. Seeing as we do have previous generation Pokemon in this game, fingers crossed we will be able to do so. I didn't pick a Pokemon up, so let's just do that. There we go, there's the Swaddle. As long as we don't kill it. There we go. Now this should be good to catch. We'll try that one more time. There we go. Right, there's our swaddle. So there's our coverage for now. This isn't exactly a PG nickname, but if there's any children watching, you shouldn't know what this is anyway. Now, it's a bold nature, which is minus attack plus defense. Grass type is typically, well, I'm thinking more Mega Drain and Giga Drain. It's more special attack anyway, so that should be fine. Let's just quickly get a nice heal off. And as I say, we are just praying for any kind of previous generation Pokemon, to be honest. Less so a Psyduck, because obviously. But a Mareep, a Riolu, anything like that would be absolutely perfect. We still can't get Repels. Can't get it from you, right? Yeah. So, fingers crossed. We can just get this done. Now, across this first gym and everything like that, our actual encounters aren't a huge deal. Less so than in the first game. We don't have such a massive problem with Elisa anymore because of the level cap increase by the time we get to her. So it says we have reconnected. Twitch is live. And YouTube is live. Okay. So, weird little error message there. We won't think too much about it. And as I say, let's hopefully bag ourselves a Riolu. But I highly doubt it. With the dupes clause, we do have more of a chance. So we just work our way through these patch rats and hopefully find ourselves something decent. Now, as I say, the Mareep. Okay, right, we end up with Psyduck with a Cloud9 ability. Not sure what that does, but... Now, I was about to say, I would have preferred the Mareep or Riolu. Mareep because it is one of my favourite Gen 2 Pokemons. And Riolu because he is an absolute beast. But, as I say, Psyduck will just make up the bodies for now. And as it levels up, it will learn a couple psychic moves, so it's not terrible. Now, let's go heal up, and then we have our first fight with our rival at level 8, just before we enter the ranch. So we will get the team prepared for that. And it should be fairly straightforward. I can't imagine any major issues arising this early on. He's got Bug Bite nice and early, so I suppose if we run across any psychic types, we're safe, but I can't imagine any in the early game. Let's also check out Psyduck, because his stab moves might be worth going for. We've got the minus attack plus defense nature, and Cloud9 eliminates the effects of weather. But at least your stab is worth it. You are a special attacker, so your physical nature is absolutely fine. Now, let's push on through. There's nothing here. We fight Q as we enter here. Who is leading with a Snivy, so we have started with a good choice. Bug is super effective against grass as well, apparently. I forgot about that. So, perfect counter. Would love to say that was planned, but I mean, we'd all know that I'd be lying. Right. And now we've got Team Plasma at the top of this route. He goes running off. Let's actually put our starter up front. Make sure he's actually he or she. He is the most leveled for us. Because I always like my starter to be the strongest. Now, the Lillipop would have been great. Would have massively enjoyed having that. Probably more than the Psyduck, to be honest. But it is what it is. And the Mareep would have been absolutely fantastic. But as I say, until you get repels, there is no way to even slightly manipulate these choices. So it is what it is. Water Good is probably weaker than Tackle, so I probably should have just gone for that. And yeah, with +2... Oh, I have not changed the battle mode, so we'll fix that in a second. Now, just sat here thinking, there is a argument to be made to actually try to avoid counters in the ranch until after you get the first gym badge. Because I believe with a Patrat, well, hopefully a Patrat, not a Purloin, and whatever you find on Route 20, you probably can make it past the first gym. And then if you keep one around level 7, then you can guarantee something at least somewhat better. But we didn't do that. Maybe we will think about that as the runs continue. Hopefully we don't have to do stupid amount of attempts through this. But here is actually the next conundrum. Can you make it through the ranch? Oh, that was damage, but as long as you don't crit again, we should be fine. And we are faster, so that's fine. If you can make it through the ranch without touching grass, I still didn't change the dam. Battle mode, we'll fix that in a second. If you can make it through the grass without touching any grass, then the repel strat does become more of an option, but I'm not entirely sure if we can. Right, we are injured. So let's do a quick run back. Get everyone nice and healed. Now, the first, I've lost my cheat sheets, 1 second. Pull them back up. Right, so the first level cap is 13. So we are still fine to lead with the starter, but let's give our Psyduck some action. Now, just to be doubly sure, this is the last time I will check. But yeah, you still can't get repels yet, so it is more than likely after the first gym. So the ranch strat is absolutely pointless. So I can delete that from the notes before we have to restart, but fingers crossed that we don't have to. You gave me a free paralyze heal, which might have been worth avoiding. Now, if I jump, that's not the way to go, is it? Right, in theory, we might be able to make it through this grass without a wild encounter, but you are trying to play heavily into RNG with this strat, so I highly doubt it will actually work. I've still not changed the damn battle mode. Alright, let's take care of this and let's do that straight away. And just hope we don't forget in the next like 20 seconds, well 10 seconds. Right, that's over with. That's the gym. That's him over with. Right, battle mode. First of all, put you to fast, put you to set. And we'll just ignore those first few fights. The hardcore run is fully started now. With the amount of grass I have to walk through here, I don't think a repel strat is an option. So we'll have to, as I say, just hope for the best in future runs. Or we can just hope we do it this first time and we don't have to worry about anything like that. But knowing me, that is a pipe dream. But as I say, there's not terrible encounters on this route. As I say, you can get a Lilliput, you can get a Mareep, you can get a Riolu. There are some good encounters. So it's not the end-all, be-all that is like Pokemon 1, Black 1, where in my eyes you kind of have to guarantee a Roggenrola in the Wellspring Cave to even think of making it a decent run against Elisa. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm just bad at the game. But I feel like if you don't get the Roggenrola in the Wellspring Cave in Black 1, you are setting yourself up for failure. Especially since, as well, if you do get the Roggenrola early doors, you can always pick up the drill bit in like the Charge Stone Cave because the encounters there are fine, but they're not, you know, the end-all be-all. So you can always pick up the drill bit later. But if you get the Roggenrola early, then when you hit the Maelstrom Mistralton Cave, you can guarantee yourself an Axew, which, come on, like, if you've seen the last stream, you know how good Haxorus is. I don't know what level. Well, we're not at the gym yet anyway. We do have some trainers to fight. Hold on. Okay, I didn't know we were going straight into the fight, but Pansear at level 9 versus Sawaddle is a terrible matchup. Let's just bring Ozzy in. Even with the minor special attack, it should be a very straightforward fight. Don't paralyze. Perfect. So the next one will probably have Panpour or Pansage. Pansage. Okay, well that is great for Sawaddle. Just a couple bug bites, sorry, will demolish that. And now to get this from a Swadloon to a Leavanny, you need high friendship. So getting it this early on is fantastic. Because as long as I can keep it alive, as soon as it evolves into a Swadloon, we should also get a Leavanny. Which will be a fantastic grass type, especially early on. Maybe won't be with us to the end game because I do have a future grass type in mind. But at least for the early game, this should be absolutely fine. Now I have to return to the starter town, if I remember correct. And now Cherin is the gym leader. And the gym is level 13. So let's just Just make this nice and easy. There are 2 trainers beforehand, so let's give ourselves some room to gain XP. I mean, Disable has a very niche usability, but it's better than Water Sport, probably. Lowers fire type moves, and I've got 2 water types, so and then what did I just learn? I was not paying that close attention there. Water Sport, okay, yeah, fine. Now, as you can see, our attack is already starting to pull massively ahead of our special, so as soon as we get Razor Shell, we are absolutely laughing. And also, thanks to the orange berries, I mean, this first gym should be easy work. Should be in the keyword there, because you never actually know. But just to play it safe, we will put you on you. We'll put it on Ducky as well, because you never know. And there, oh well, we've got loads, so we can put one on everyone and still have 1 spare. Perfect. Now, this isn't Black 1, so they don't lead with, or they don't have a super effective Pokemon against you. It's just a matter of, I believe this guy, Sharon, is a normal type, right? So he should just have a Patra and a Lillipup. Or something like that, at least. Mitts, glad Black is finally over. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. That was starting to ruin my life. But we're on to Black 2 now. We're feeling good. And let's see, hopefully a new game, a new change of scenery. We can feel a bit better about these kind of runs. And we have shown that it is actually possible to be bad at these games and actually beat them. So, fingers crossed. We just have to not fall asleep at the wheel, seeing as talking about stuff like this, a Lillipup with 2 defense drops. If it wasn't already nearly dead, I would switch. Because Lillipup is a sleeper build. It's just an absolute monster. But it just doesn't look like one. But how are we doing today, mates, anyway? You having a good Monday so far? Alright, 1 is already not great. But we land a crit. So, who cares? We do not need focus energy. We are -1 defense, but Patrat is not that strong, so yeah, even if he crits us, we survive. And now it's time for Sharon. Now you're already 13. Let's get you to 13. We don't need Sand Attack realistically. Can you learn like a decent grass move? No, okay. Just to save the 2 seconds of going to the Pokemon Center, we will use a potion. And do we just lead with Oshawott? I think so. I think it should be fine. I'm actually going to switch. I'm going to go for Psyduck. Boosted special attack with stab and a plus defense nature. Should make this easy work. Now the Cloud9 ability is not going to... Oh, okay. Let's just get this killed as fast as possible. Now he is going to heal here, so... I was thinking of Tail Whipping, but that does nothing to Water Gun. And we take it out with 2 shots. You're going to start working up again. I didn't see how much what I was on beforehand, so crit shouldn't kill. I think that does 12. So what I'm actually going to do is bring you in. You can take a tackle and hit a lair, which now weakens your defense. And we should be clear to just bring Oshawott and hit a tackle, right? That did 12, so unless it gets a max, and I'm hoping that was max roll. So unless that crits and gets a max damage, we should be absolutely fine. The Oran Berry was pretty unnecessary there, but it's fine. They were free. And that's our first gym badge. Easy peasy. We also get the workup TM, which without a Lillipup isn't great. I don't think anyone here can even use it, right? Well, Patrak can, but honestly, who cares about him? So we'll leave that as is, but that's the first gym badge. First gym badge, what's that? Half an hour into the stream, easy peasy. No deaths so far. Return is... I might actually start using that this time. So it increases power. For anyone who doesn't know, it increases power. Along with your Pokemon's affinity towards you, so how friendly it is. So as long as I don't get Patrak killed, that should become a stronger than tackle move. I do have to put that on. That's about it, right? Or maybe I don't have to turn it on. There's no bonus to turning it on because obviously we are not connected to the Nintendo Wi-Fi. So maybe if we put... Now return can be used by everyone. Until we get Razor Shell, that might be a better tackle even on you. Should already be stronger than tackle. If not, it won't be long. And then we'll put it on you as well instead of tackle as well. And then the other two are absolutely fine. I'm going to use them more as special attackers because you have the special attack. And you have a minus attack nature. So, fingers crossed we can get... hold on, what's your ability? Chlorophyll. Boost the Pokemon's speed in Sunshine. So if we can get like a Mega Drain or something on you, we'll be a bit better. I have already forgot where I need to go now, though. So just checking, we should be able to get repels now. Yep, so the shops have opened up. Which... as I say, it's too late already for the ranch, but we've got repels for the Verbank complex, which will hopefully, at level 14, essentially guarantee a Growlithe. We'll just use the rest of our money. Actually, we picked up an X attack or something, right? Yeah, we'll just sell these. We don't need them. We've got Pokeballs, we've got Great Balls, we've got Repels, we've got Potions. Yeah, so yeah, we're good to go. Now, as I say, I have forgot where I need to go. Oh, no, I remember now. Route 20. Mitz, I hope for a Magnemite. Yeah, that's great as well. That does mean I can get a Magnezone. at around level 40, I believe. It evolves into a Magnezone with my rules in Heart Gold at 40, but whether that's the same in here, I have no idea. But also, I've got in my notes that if I repel at level 14, it's the Growlithe. So is Magnemite level 14 as well, or have I taken Magnemite out of the pool by going to level 14? Not sure. Right, when we get there, I'll do a quick Bulbapedia check. But as I say, just for typing matchup at the very least, I am hoping for a Growlithe. Because I can also get a Firestone. Where do I get the Firestone? In the Desert Resort, so not stupidly far away from it. Right, let's check out Return. Yeah, already feels stronger than a Tackle. And then we'll just use a Water Gun. Oh, well, okay. Well, you're just wasting time here now, mate. There we go. Now you evolve into D-What at 15, 16? I'm going to try to keep people around the same level. Just to not favour anyone too much. You are just a pure water type right now. So the Bug Bite is not going to be super effective, but you also can't do anything to me. Yeah, picking up the Sawaddle is a great, great thing. Oh, do I need to fight you now? No, you just tell me about Dark Grass. That's absolutely fine. Let's just take on these guys. Tackle was not the choice I wanted to go for, really. I looked and it says there's also a chance for a Coughing. Yes, there is, but I mean, maybe my own personal bias is showing, but I don't really think Coughing's that great. But then my way of choosing if a Pokemon is good or not is not looking at their stats. It's whether I like them or not. So maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe Coughing is an absolute beast, and I just don't rate it that highly, just because it's a bit basic. But we probably should switch you out because you're not really doing anything here. I know Weezing is quite bulky in either physical or special defense. Because I do remember that from Gen 1. That Weezing is bulky in one of the defenses and Muck is bulky in the other one. I just always forget which one is which. We'll put Ducky up front. You can guarantee an EV. Yes, that's also in the notes. Does that count as the same area, though? Because I've got that down as a separate area. But if that counts in the same area, then we will forego the Growlithe. Because I can always just switch over to the EV and either turn that into a Flareon, but more than likely probably be an Espeon. Because I believe Espeon is one of the best, right? But in the notes, I've got their separator, their separate routes. So I should be able to get both, right? In the notes, I've got the Eevee in the tiny park. Which, yeah, should be a separate route. I'm hoping it's a separate route anyway. What do you want? Ah, free Pokeballs. I'll take them. Thank you very much. Right, and here we are at Burbank. Yes, that's the gym leader. You have a conversation with like your mum or something, I believe. Let's do a quick heal. So, in the Verback complex, first of all, we go to the inner area, and at level 4, yeah, I've already gone over that. Yeah. So, I did pick up repels, right? Yeah. The dire hit is useless in this run. I healed up. So yes. Alright, so let's get to the inner section of the complex, which is down here, I believe. There's nothing in here, is there? Oh no, there is. Okay. I've also got items written down. So we get the silk scarf near the crane, which we will put on Patrat, and then Rock Smash after beating the workers. So yeah, we can make it through here. And now I believe this is the inner part that they were talking about. We'll pick up the worker quest. Put you at 14. And just pray that we find ourselves a Growlithe. We'll take you on first. Yeah, so a silk scarf boosted return Patrat might not actually be terrible for this early game. I hate that you got the pickup ability. I hate that the pickup ability does that. Oh, I've just remembered. I knew there was something I wanted to talk about early in the stream. It's only just came out last night / this morning in the UK. Has anyone watched the new episode of House of the Dragon? Because I watched it before the stream and I am very happy. Very, very happy. One of my biggest complaints of the early seasons were... Wait, hold on. I need to go to the dark grass. Yeah, one of my complaints of the early seasons, well, the first 2 seasons was... There we go. There's Growlithe. Easy peasy. With the Intimidate ability as well. Perfect, 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 perfect. So yes, while I catch this... yeah, my biggest complaint of House of the Dragon in the first 2 seasons was... It felt like there was like 9 episodes of filler, and then the last episode was... Well, not last episode, but there was like... Every episode was filler, bar the last one, kind of thing. Like, nothing really happens at all. And without giving any spoilers, they've certainly changed that this season. Alright, we are in the first episode of the season, and major shit has gone down. I love it. Now, to honour my boy... I say my boy, he doesn't know I exist, but Simon from the Sidemen loves Arcanine. So, you're getting a nickname. We'll just ignore the fact that it's a girl. Alright, there we go. There is our fire type for now. But yes, if any of you have seen House of the Dragon, let me know what you think, because I think it's shaping up already. I mean, we're 1 episode in, but it's shaping up to be a great, great season. You have You've got like fantastic stats already, right? You do have a neutral nature, which, I mean, is better than a bad one. And you do only have Ember. But you have Intimidate. We are going to take your berry. Because that berry is useless. Well, there we go. Yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. We've got a fire type nice and early. And Arcanine is, obviously, besides Charizard, one of the best Gen 1 fire starters. Not starters. Fire types that you can get. But now I'm free to pick up items. When would you evolve it? Because Arcanine doesn't look... I've not decided. I was going to wait until I pick up the Firestone. And then I was going to do a quick look at learn sets. And then decide from there. But I'm not evolving it straight away. Regardless. Because as I say, I want to do a quick look at the movesets. And as I'm seeing from you that Arcanine doesn't learn anything but extreme speed, was kind of expected. I think in the early gens it's the same. Like Arcanine doesn't learn anything through level up. So it could be a bit late for us to evolve him, but we'll just wait and see. I'll have to look at the learn sets myself. And go from there. But knowing that he does learn extreme speed is very nice. That does give us a incredible priority move. Which could come in handy later. We just need Growlithe itself to learn some good moves. Now, you have lowered my defense a few times, so I am going to switch just to be safe. I probably should have seen the static coming, but that low kick, even with crit, did nothing. Right, you get back to work. I actually need to speak to this guy, right? We'll go for a paralyze heal. Just fix you real quick. And now, I know the next gym is like poison type, isn't it? But I feel like it's like poison bug type. So we should be clear. Like Growlithe should be a great addition to the team. Like if they've got those Whirlipedes or Venipedes or whatever, whichever one they've got, they all pop bug as well, I believe. So we should be pretty clear on them. Alright, judging how much that did, Coughings are the physically defensive and Mucks are the special defensive ones. Alright, so that's you taken care of. Alright, let's go speak to this guy first. Because you do a lot of talking about, oh, my knowledge, but then I feel like you give me something at the end of it. As I say, it's been a week or so since I've played this game, so I have forgot most of it. Alright, we need to get across there. We'll fight you first, just because you're out the way. And having such an early Intimidate is honestly incredible. I feel like this is going to be probably one of the main carries Oh, well, I didn't like that, actually. But you, as well, with a silk scarf return, you should also be quite a surprisingly useful team member. Especially, well, mainly early game anyway. You might fall off a cliff later on, but for now, Patrat isn't as terrible as he normally is. I don't think this is a steel type yet. I think it's just fighting type, right? I mean, we're not really in any danger, to be honest, but... so that does 10, so even if you crit, I survive. You did 7, so even less. And then you waste your last move. There we go. Alright, that's all 3 of you. So I get Rock Smash now, and now I just need to find the Silk Scarf, which is apparently near a crane. Near a crane. Yeah, so I've just got to find a crane. Didn't think you were a fighter. I mean, Woobat is absolutely fine. And now you just talked. You just give me stuff, right? Yeah. Right, let's find this crane. Let's pick up our silk scarf. Where the hell is the silk scarf? Oh, near a crane. So is it this way? There we go. Yeah, perfect. Right, let's instantly put that on the Patrat. Just gives it a nice little power boost. Makes it a bit more viable, especially for this early section. Right, so the next gym is level 18. I can't go that way yet. How do I get to the sewers? Or do we go to the sewers after the fact? Not the sewers. The sewers is Castelia town, right? So back down here. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? There's nothing in here, right? Well, yeah, that's not going to help. I think you're on the right path where the trade guy was. Okay. Or down here, maybe? Well, it's definitely not that way. Diddly. Definitely not there. Or is it after here? Do I have to... Yeah, do I access it through the Pokemon Studio? I think there was the item. Oh, for the Silk Scarf. Yeah, I've already picked it up. Yeah. Patrat's already got it. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? We don't even have cut yet. Well, there's the Magnemite we could have got, but oh well. Yeah, to get to that tiny park. Wait, hold on. Oh, Tiny Park is later. Like, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Tiny Park is in Castelia. Alright, let's go do the gym. Right. We'll do that. You did everything on the gym left. Yeah, just figured that out. As I say, it's been a week or so since I played this game. Not everything is super fresh in the mind. Right, you get Razor Shell, and now you should evolve as well. Alright, so get rid of Water Gun. And there's the evolution. Perfect. Let's get you up to 17. Although saying that, I don't think there's actually any trainers in here. Oh, confusion is perfectly timed. Let's get rid of Scratch. Yeah, thinking about it actually, we just lead with you instead, right? Yeah, if I remember right, there's no trainers I have to fight until the gym leader. I think I could just walk straight up to her. Yeah. Right. 18 it is then. It is 18, right? Oh, thank God. Hypnosis could come in handy at some point, I think. Probably get rid of Leer. Yeah, I believe Psyduck and Growlithe. Oh no, I do need to fight these guys. Okay, well, hopefully we don't overlevel now. But I believe Psyduck and Growlithe should just clear this place. Alright, judging off the XP we're gaining, we are absolutely fine. Go on, hit yourself. Oh. Yeah, unless you've got like a full team of 6, you're not going to make me overlevel, so we are fine. There we go, easy peasy. Now I don't even actually need to go back and heal. We'll just potion and send it. Alright, second gym time. Here we go. Alright, Psyduck versus Coughing. 2 confusions. Should easily finish this. He didn't go for a poison gas, which is nice. And we've also just leveled up, so we now also have the level advantage. That didn't do as much as I was hoping. Now, a heal is probably incoming, right? Poison type. Simon should be fine. As long as this doesn't put me in a 2-shot range. Yeah, that does barely anything. Right, Flame Wheel. And the burn. You are now dead. And last up is... Oh, no, she only had 2 Pokemon. Even easier. Fantastic. Second gym already done. That only took what? Another 20 minutes? Alright, let's get that over with. We've got to go to the studio. Let me just heal first. Fantastic. Right. Let's put Bossman back up front. And just real quick, I've got to be MIA for a second. I'll be back in about a minute though. Okay, we're back. Right, sorry about that. So, now it's on to the Pokemon Studio. And in the... There's nothing to do here, right? Although I do have to partake in it, I believe. But there's nothing to pick up. Well, nothing that I've got in the notes to pick up anyway. Yes, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I do not care. I'm trying to do a Nuzlocke here, people. I do not care about this damn movie. Yeah, cool story, bro. Yep. Cool. Alright, full spawn. And then ice punch you, and that should be GG. Cool, right, bye-bye. Sure. Saving the game might have actually been an issue there. Because if we restart, I now need to spend even more time trying to get an adamant nature Oshawott, but never mind. Alright, we're good to go now, right? And we go to the docks. Right, patch rat. Easy peasy. Now with our adamant boosted razor shell. That bide is not going to make it through. Right, you give me cut. There is a tree around here that I can cut. I forgot if it gives me anything good, but I'll go do it. Just why not? I'll put it on patch rat because I'm not going to use detect. And the cut tree is what, over here? Yeah. It's only a super potion. That is absolutely, well, it's not absolutely pointless, but it is pretty pointless. And now we have to find got to find Team Plasma again, which is over here apparently. The team is fine, yeah. Well, this isn't Route 20. You asked me to check Route 20. What the hell? Oh, here we go. I was not paying attention to what he said. He said something about Verbank. So can we just go back now? Can I move on to Castelia Town? Looks like it. Here we go. Alright, here we are. First things first, as always, let's go pick up our Eviolite. Nice, okay. There's the bike, nice and early. I do not care about your hunt. Although I do need to go to the what's it called? 1 second. I do need to go to the battle company for the Quick Claw. Oh no, Quick Claw is on the Sky Bridge. And charcoal. Wait. The building on the left of the clan was important. I pick a miracle seed, mystical water, or charcoal. I can pick up a charcoal in here, right? Yeah. So that's Growlithe sorted. So I've already got the miracle seed. So I just need mystic water. I just need the miracle seed from that building that you were just talking about. So we will go pick that up. Oh no, I've not got a mystical water. So we'll go pick that up instead. But there's the charcoal. Quick Claw is on the Sky Bridge, which is fine. Should be you. Yep, there we go. And then in the battle company, right, which is this building. Yep. Yes, we can pick up the miracle seed here. Mystical water. It's just a question of which choose. I chose Oshawott. There we go. Mystic water, not mystical water. There we go. Right, that is early game items pretty much covered. I mean, I'll give you that for now at least. And there we go. Right, so now let's go to the sewers. Which is this one, right? Or not? Do we have to go to the gym first? Yeah. So yeah, this opens up the sewers, and the sewers, in my notes, I've got no way to manipulate and counter, so we just pick up what we can. Which more than likely is a Zubat, I believe. I believe it's like Zubat, Coughing Grimer. So any of them will do. And you have to be lucky to ravelers and kill it. Oh, it's a double battle. Oh, God. Right, let's not lead with the strongest one then. Oh, God, yeah, I forgot. Right. Okay, well, we'll just take a Rattata. And if you kill it, I don't really care. Right, just stay in the ball. Stay in the ball or you're dead. There we go. Okay. Well, we've got a second patch rat, so there we go. And don't forget the leftovers. Yeah, that is on the notes as well. The leftovers is leftovers east from the doctor. So we just got to find the doctor first. Let's check out this guy. You will probably be our sacrifice more than likely. Well, they do have good attack. Is your attack better than yours? It's going to be once I get you up to level. So maybe we use the not the Raticate. We use the patch rat as a sacrifice and keep the Raticate. Certainly an option anyway. Alright, yeah, you guys. I mean, having an early Gliscor would have been nice, I suppose. It's not Gliscor, it's Gligar. Can I just run? Yeah, you do have wing attacks, so let's just make sure we don't get ourselves killed. And I suppose after this fight, we'll just put the repels on and get this done with. I hope that's enough to get us through. A rare bone, which I believe is useless. Alright, Doctor. Okay, so east of you. Swaddle versus Swaddle. We'll just go into Growlithe. There we go. Right. But who do we put this on, actually? So, you've got the Mystic Water. You've got the Charcoal. You've got the Silk Scarf. What the hell are you holding? The Quick Claw. And you're holding a Berry. We'll just give you the leftovers for now. There's a key here. Am I tripping, or does that raindrop look like a key? That's a pointless room. Okay. I forgot my way around this place. I should delete you. and head on over to Twitch. How do I... Right. I need to do it on Twitch first to block that user, but never mind. I'll tell you what. There we go. Let's just get that off the screen. Because no one wants bullshit AI in the mix. So it's this way, right? Yep, there we go. So we take on you guys, and then also we don't want, or do we? In this south chamber. Which is this the south chamber? Right, let's take you out. And then, yeah, in the south chamber, we can get a... Where is it? Where's that disappeared to? Hold on 1 second. Where's that gone? Why? I definitely put it in the notes. Where the hell's it gone? Am I just missing it, or? Do. Alright, 1 second. Let's just find that again, because I was definitely part of the notes, but it seems to have disappeared. So, Relic Passage. South Chamber. If we do a level 18 rappel, we can get a Rog and Roller or a Timbor, which I believe is this chamber. No Volcarona this time. No, it didn't work out last time, and it just relies too heavily on TMs. You are secretly a bad guy. I remember that much, at least, from the randomized run. So I believe this is the south chamber. So a rog and roller or a timbor would be absolutely fine here. Because we can pick up a excadrill later on, which will be in the charge stone cave, because we don't want like a nose pass or anything like that. So we are going to lower your attack just in case. Oh, I can actually put you to sleep. Yeah, if I go back into you and use hypnosis, we can put you to sleep. Then a cut shouldn't do too much. Even with a crit, that just put you at perfect range. And then as long as I can keep this guy alive, I get myself a conkle door. I don't know why it's not in the cheat sheet anymore for some reason, but it's fine. Actually, thinking about it, I just picked up the twisted spoon, so I can give that to Psyduck, actually. Alright, so that is you taken care of. That is that. We should just be able to go now, right? It's Amelia. Hey, how you doing, my mate? Welcome back to the stream. I have run out of repels now, though, so that is a bit annoying. I didn't pick up an escape rope, did I? No. I'm going to need more repels for Eevee. That is very true. I just need to find my way out first. Well, two things, actually. I need to find my way out, and I need to find out where that tiny garden is. Because I do not remember. This isn't the way out? Okay. Right, well, I don't appreciate that. I know I am switching you out for Timber in a second, but I still don't want you to die. Let's not be stupid about this. Right, let's get everyone healed up. Is it this way? No, that's the tiny garden. Or the tiny park, or whatever it was called. That was where we went. Alright, so it's back this way. This is it, right? There we go. Right, cool. Right. I can now also go take on the gym, but let's go pick up Eevee first. Get out of the way. Right, so real quick. Let's give that to you. Gonna put the silk scarf on the Ratata. And the quick claw on you. And then what level do I need? Level 18, yeah. I'm going to pick up 20 just to be safe because I don't feel like running back and forth. Which way was it again? It was the other way. And then Eevee is a normal type, so we definitely do not want to bring Timber in because he will just kill, even accidentally. You can survive a wing attack. Tiny Park level 18 in the light grass. Let's actually put the repel on first. No, I did not want to go into the shit. Oh. Alright, no Eevee. I saw the shaking grass as well. And I was just trying to avoid it. That's why I moved to the next patch. Well, I suppose if you've got the regenerator ability, you can wall some stuff for us at least. You weren't the chosen one, but meh, you'll do. I will use another one. Alright, there's the Miracle Seed, which can go on Swaddle. I mean, losing out on the Eevee, well, Eevee potential Espeon is not ideal, but we can still make it work. Let's just check out. If you've got the regenerator ability, you're not terrible at least. But you don't, so you are. Well, you're not terrible, but you're far from ideal. Alright, let's go deal with Berg. Berg is level 24. I mean, Growlithe should just solo this. Ember is technically the better move with the special attack, but the higher power attack is probably going to end up better. We can take that off you. I'm going to give you the Miracle Seed, which is down here. And then the leftovers. Who the hell do I put the leftovers on? Alright, not you, because the Twisted Spoon is best for you. I want to keep the Mystic Water on you, Silk Scarf on you. I suppose Timber. It's better than the Quick Claw, I suppose. Oh, this stupid thing again. Right, so let's get everyone. Not you. So we'll get you up to like 22. And that should give you enough room to take out all the trainers. That is better than Flame Wheel, technically. But we'll get rid of Ember, because the Flame Wheel at least gives us the speed boost, which could come in handy. Here we go. Here's our Swadloon. And hopefully Leaveney is not far behind it. And then you evolve into Raticate, like, now, right? Yeah. Wake Up Slap's quite good. 60 over Bide anyway. Right, and let's hope Growlithe, well, don't even need to hope. Realistically, Growlithe should just absolutely tank this gym. Oh. Just kick the desk. Sorry if you heard that bang. I've just got to find my way around this gym now. A male Combi is absolutely useless, right? Alright, hopefully there's not too many trainers in the way now. I don't want to take down because that hurts me. And then we just go into Aussie for this guy. Of course you've got Sturdy. Is it this way? Yeah, okay, cool. Level cap is 24, so we are fine to do this. Let's get you healed up, and then let's take you on. And this should be easy peasy. Fingers crossed, at least, anyway. Yeah, Dwebble, we just go back into Aussie. And then you are going to heal again. Or you're going to heal, so if we hit you with a return first, that gets rid of Sturdy. And then Razor Shell takes you out. And now if you're the same as the last game, yeah, leave any with a minus attack. So Razor Leaf shouldn't do anything anyway, plus the minus attack makes you weak as anything. And then Fire Fang takes you out one shot. Easy peasy. Third gym, piece of cake. Now the only issue is, do I find myself... oh. Well, for the Emolgas, we are about to come up to Route 4. So I can guarantee myself a Sandile. Real quick. So if I go to the castle, Relic Castle first, I can guarantee the Sandile. Well, I can 50-50 the Sandile. And then hopefully get lucky there. And if not, return to Route 4. 50-50 it again with the Darumaka. And then... if I don't get it through any of them, the last chance is in the resort. But in the resort, I actually want to go for a level 21 Repel manipulation for a Trapinch, which is only 5%, but at level 21, it's one of two Pokemon between that and a Dwebble. And either one of them is fine. We've just got to make it through this result, which should be absolutely fine. I forgot you fight me right now. Alright, well, luckily I'm leading with Growlithe anyway. Just hit you with a Fire Fang. As if you have Sturdy. I will just do that one more time. Yeah, you can't really hurt me regardless. And then Clink, just the same, realistically. There we go. And I am not returning to heal, because then that breeder fights me again. There is certain things that I am remembering from the first couple runs. We'll use this fresh water first. Although I do need a level 20... no. Well, yeah, I need a level 21 just for the castle and the resort. So we probably are going to have to fight that breeder again. But let's go pick up Patrat. Just for now, we'll switch it out for the Raticate. Keep the team mostly intact. And then you evolve into Watchhog now. Don't need the Confuse Ray. We've got Hypnosis. And we keep you at 21. And let's go. Well, hold on. Yeah, we got more than enough repels. Now, the question is, if I stay as far away as possible, you do not fight me again. Do you still have dig? Oh, you just heal me? Okay. Alright, where the hell is dig now then? Not that it's going to be that useful in the coming gym, but... that was risky going through that patch right there. Did not mean to. Now, as long as I don't run into anything... So here, at level 21, as I say, I've got the chance of a Trapinch or a Dwebble. We do get the Dwebble, which is not the one I would have preferred, but it is going to come in handy against this coming gym, so I will take it. Because you do learn Smackdown, which absolutely smashes Emolga. Although we're all low on Pokeballs as well, so... Yeah, I would have really enjoyed that. What's it called? Trapinch, but at the same time, I believe I can still guarantee my let me just have a quick look. Yeah, so in Mistralton, I can guarantee a Aaron and a and an Axew, seeing as we don't have to worry about sacrificing the Cobalion anymore, which, to be fair, the Cobalion has never been used. This didn't have Intimidate, which means it's Moxie boosted. Absolutely fantastic. Because we do not need 2 Intimidates on the team. As long as we keep Growlithe alive, we are absolutely fine. And just catch, and let's just make this easy. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, the team is coming together nicely. And now, thanks to the level cap as well, I believe you evolve before this fight. I forgot what I named you in the last run. So we're just... Oh, I've just remembered. It's sports mode. Which probably didn't even make sense to a lot of people, but Crocs. That should clean everything up. Now in the... What is it? Southwest? Yeah, southwest corner, we can get a Firestone. So I'm assuming that is where Rock Tomb used to be. Or maybe it's that there. No. There's the Trapinch. Well, too late, my friend, unfortunately. You would have been nice to have against this Emolga. Because you are already a ground type, I believe. Well, yeah, you're a ground type and then get the dragon type when you get a Flygon. So... A drill bit with home claws is nowhere near as dangerous as a excadrill with home claws. And then the Firestone. No, okay. What? Where is Firestone, please? It says in the southwest corner. It's not where Rock Tomb used to be, so is it? You look away. Thank you. Is it over here? Aha. No, okay. I'm not enjoying this. Give me the Firestone, please. Do I need to use the dowsing machine? Rock Tomb is downstairs in the Relic Castle. Oh, yes. Well, we are going to pick that up just in case. You've got Arena Trap, which means I can't switch either, right? Yeah. So we might be losing Watchhog here. No, we just about made it out. Just about. But seeing as we now don't need to worry about the 21, we can just use that instead. Alright, it's further down, so it must be hidden. You look away, thank you. There's a Firestone, lovely. Right. Let's go pick up the Rock Tomb. Did not mean to run into you, but fine. You do have Intimidate, but this should still be a one-shot. So we just drop down here, right? Maybe not. Solosis, you should be fine at this point. We do not need Water Pulse. No, you need to go past the other Psychic. Okay. So we're on the right track now anyway. Did not mean to use Return. As long as he doesn't crit, we're fine. Easy, right. Just play it safe just in case. Because I do not want to lose my Adamant Natured Oshawott. Because that took far too long to get last night. Firestone is after the 60. No, I've already got one. There is a hidden one in the Desert Resort. There's Rock Tomb. Lovely jubbly. Right. Do you still give me stuff? Yep. Fantastic. Black Glasses, are you still here? Nope. Right. Well, the dig TM isn't over there anymore, but to be fair, I don't really think I need it now. What I'm going to do is go change the team around, bring on Sandile. We will bring Dwebble on the team for the actual gym fight as well, but for now it can stay there. But we are bringing Sandile on instantly. Instead of Watchhog, we do not need you. Dwebble will end up replacing Psyduck in the gym fight because the water types aren't needed. But for now it can stay there. And let's check you out. So you are Moxie boosted. You've got a Rash Nature, which is plus special attack minus special defense. Useless, I imagine. Because you are a physical attacker, so right, let's give you Rock Tomb. Let's get rid of Sand Tomb. Digger's on the way to the left of the breeder. Okay. We'll also give it to you because you should be useful in this coming fight as well. We'll get rid of Focus Energy. And then just to make sure you aren't under-leveled for the team, we'll put you up to 24 as well. Do not need Embargo. Right, and before we go any further, quick Growlithe check. Gen 5. So when do we want it? 34 is what I'm looking at, but when do you learn extreme speed? Uh, 34 as well. Okay. Oh, we have to make it. Well, flamethrower is better than extreme speed, right? Well, hold on. You are a physical attacker, though, right? No. Well, you're more special, so I think flamethrower is better than extreme speed. Unless I can find the TM for flamethrower, but I haven't looked that far into that, so maybe we look into that in between streams. Because he's not going to reach level 34 before the end of this stream anyway. Flamethrower is on the routes before Victory Road. That is quite a long time to go without it. But then maybe Charcoal and Firefang is good enough. Slash Flame Wheel. I don't know. We will have a proper think about it in between streams anyway. Right, I've got one more Pokemon to find, right? So I do have a better chance of finding a Darumaka now that I've got the other ones. But of course, we end up with a Trubbish. Which, I mean, is useless, to be perfectly honest, but free Pokemon is free Pokemon, so I will take it. Alright, you're not good enough to start teasing me with Pokeballs, alright? Like, I'm just catching you for the sake of catching you. There we go. You are a pile of trash, which is... you are a trash rapper, so we'll name you that. Nakoro or Nokoro. ROM that I use is just the black and white 2. And then emulator is the Melon DS instead of Dezume. Well, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream anyway. Can I just make it to the next town now? Oh, we've got this guy in his harem. What the fuck? What am I gonna put here? I put Wagwan last time, right? There you go, Wagwan. Can you also randomize? Yes, you can. Yeah. What you want now? Have Wagwan twice. Oh my god, leave me alone. What is my title? Well, for you peons, it's King. Now leave me alone. Go away. Yes, yeah, so you can randomize it. I just use the poker randomizer. It's the first randomizer that came up when I googled it, so. And I have already randomized Black 2 before, so I know it does work. And it works with all previous generations as well. Whether it works with the later generations, I have no idea. Because I haven't got there myself yet, but it works with Gen 5 all the way back. We're going to bring you to Toxic Spikes, her Zeb Striker. And then also as a sacrifice. And the level cap for this gym is 30, so let's get everyone up to 29. I did block one. Oh, I haven't randomized this one yet. Oh, my mistake. Okay, well, I've got 2 save files of it, so I know it does work with this this ROM as well. But yeah, my mistake. I've not randomized this one yet. Recycles a held item. I mean, unless I get like citrus berries or something, that is pointless. So. Last time was a regular attempt, but you died in the last rival fight. Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I do remember, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that was very annoying. Yeah, if I remember correctly, didn't I just, like, rage quit, like, instantly after that? Because I made it past, like, everyone, right? I made it past, like, Kira and that. And then died. A sludge one was better than sludge. And there's Leave Annie. Right, perfect. Yes, I did, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm... It should be well known by now, but I am prone to rage quitting once I fail a run. Unless it's early on. If it's early on, I don't mind, but if it's right at the end, I rage quit very quickly. Right. So we have ourselves a Krokorok for this fight instead of a Sandile, so... And if I remember from my first attempt at this, Alisa is very... Well, not very, but much easier in this run compared to Black 1. We're also teaching you Stealth Rock because that's what got me through the Black 1 run. Because as long as she just keeps Volt switching, the more damage she takes. I probably should have got rid of Smackdown actually, because I don't plan on using ground type moves on this time. Flame Burst is... I mean, do we just get rid of Flame Wheel? We've got Fire Fang. You should be fast enough, so yeah. Oh, you evolve early as well. Okay, cool. Maybe get the Evil Eye. I do already have it, actually. But I will put that on someone. Or did I not get it? We don't need Bulk Up. I feel like I picked it up. No, I didn't. Okay. All right, yeah. I thought that was the first thing I did when I went into Castelia, but maybe not. Maybe that was just a plan and I forgot to actually do it. That breeder doesn't fight me again, right? Well, actually, before I go, I've seen 40, right? Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Alright, good reminder, Mitz. Thank you. Because I did think I already had it, to be perfectly honest. You talked with him, but out of habit from Play Black, you think you got... Oh, okay, right. I was going to say, I feel like I remember going into that building, but... Yeah, I mustn't have seen 40 by then. Right, so the team against Emolga's. So we lead with you, set up the Stealth Rocks. And then we just... oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we'll lead with that, go with the Stealth Rock. Shield and Volt Switch out, more than likely. I can then bring this paedophile in to just die and set up the Toxic Spikes for Zeb Striker. And then we just go into Krokorok and kill it. There's no better Pokemon to bring, is there? Ordino is quite bulky, but without the Regenerator, you don't really have a lot of like utility. We would rather sacrifice this guy than Although, to be fair, actually, because they do typically have aerial ace as well, we don't really want to bring Levani. And then Growlithe probably isn't much of a hand either. So if we bring both rats, actually. If we bring both rats, we can just use them as sacrifices and free switches into something better. And you are holding the silk scarf with... you don't actually have return yet, but I will give you that in a second. Sucker Punch is good, but if they're not using an attack, not that good. So, I did not mean to put you up to 30, but it is what it is. Super Fang drops you to half, but I've got my moves sorted for now. Psych Up is useless. Well, it's not useless, but it's just not useful on this guy anyway. Right, that's the team. We'll see how that works. And if I remember correctly, this isn't actually the gym anymore. This is the gym. Yeah, sure. I don't like the fact that you are super effective against most of my team, but... oh no, of course this isn't the gym, this is the Ferris wheel. The gym's next to it. We're just going to ignore that dialogue because you're a bit freaky. This is the gym. Okay, I've got to go through this area first, apparently. I was hoping I could just avoid this area. Well, just skip past it, but never mind. Blitzel, just take a rock slide. Or not. Take a rock slide. I've not leveled up Ordino, have I? I didn't bring it, never mind. Come on. There we go. Right, you are my trial against the Emolgas. Oh, you are Fluffy this time instead? Never mind, okay. If we just go into you, you can't touch me, right? I mean, you've lowered my speed, but you can't really touch me, so... I'm not doing as much damage as I would like to be doing. Yeah, I knew the static was coming, but fine. I could actually do with Dig for the Zeb Striker. Because the Rock Slides is going to take care of the Emolgas. I don't even have a Paralyze heal. Yeah, it's going to deal with the Emolgas, but it's not actually going to deal with Zeb Striker. So what did you just say? So I hear the gym leader likes the thrill of this roller coaster. Well, can she just go back to her gym, please? Are you back now? Looks like it. Right, let's go pick up Dig. Because I do actually need a solid way to deal with the Zeb Striker. So the breeder is this way, right? Or not. There's another Mystic Water, but we don't need two of them. I'm not entirely sure where actually this breeder is. I feel like it's this way, but I could be wrong. You just die to conquer. Yeah, wake up slap will just take you out. There we go. But that's not Dig, right? That is Dig. Okay, right. Perfect. Right, let's go take on this gym. We don't need repels anymore. And this should be, hopefully, be a pretty straightforward gym fight this go around. I mean, this is me we're talking about, so I will probably find a way to ruin it, but let's get rid of Mud Slap. And I'm also going to put Dig on Raticate, just in case. You don't need Quick Attack. You are just for the Stealth Rock, so we're not going to be using you at the end. We don't need Rock Tomb and Rock Throw, so we'll do that. And we should have enough answers to Zeb Striker now. Keyword being should, but and this is a pretty straightforward fight, right? I did put it on you, didn't I? Yeah. Let's just lead with you. And if we come across any Emolgas, we will just switch out. Elikid, yeah, that's an easy one-shot. That's a one-shot for you as well. That switch did nothing for you. Don't static me. Light screen isn't going to save you because I'm not using special attacks. I'm kind of hoping actually as well, since there is old gen Pokemon in here, I'm hoping she doesn't have an Emolga. She has Flaffies or something instead. Because that is so much easier. We do need to be careful of the level cap here now, though. I believe there's one last fight before the gym leader. So we will switch back into... We'll actually use you. Let's check out your dig. And I should actually probably put the soft sand on Crocorock, just so I don't forget. Alright, that should be the last train. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Is it even Elisa in this fight? That does not look like the way she looked in the last gen. Soft sand, give to you. Give the Eviolite to Dwebble. And let's do this. So, first things first, you. I know it doesn't really matter where you are, but I'm going to put it second. I wasn't even paying attention. Is that still Elisa? Now, the Eviolite should save this. Up goes the Stealth Rock. And then we bring you in for the Toxic Spikes. And probably a free switch in, because I'll probably just let you die. And if I remember correctly, you can get 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up, right? Yeah, it is Elisa. Alright, there's 2 layers. So now they're not just poisoned, they are toxic. You will probably go for a Volt Switch, so... And we go for a dig, we are faster, Fluffy goes down. And then either Emolga or Zeb Striker comes in and we should be absolutely fine. There's Zeb Striker, you are toxic. You are faster, but you did nothing. And you are dead. Perfect. Now the Emolga takes a little bit of extra chip damage with the Stealth Rock. You are down to half. Rock Tomb should finish you. See? Oh my god. So much easier than the last game. Oh, it's crazy. What was it? Like 2, 3 levels? It's crazy what difference that makes. That makes it so easy. But that is the 4th gym, right? Yeah, that's the 4th gym. So in 2.5 hours, we are already halfway through the game. Well, halfway through the gyms at least. That is so nice. So much better than Black 1. And then what is the plan after that? So we've done that. There is a Thunderstone here. And then a Sunstone in this building, right? There we go. And I believe... Oh, 1 second. Not that I think I'm going to actually need it in this run, but... Alright, there's the way to go, as always. But there is a Macho Brace off you again, right? Yes. So, just in case for whatever reason I feel like I need to do some EV training. As I say, it's not going to be in this run because I'm doing pretty well so far. No one has died yet. Like, literally no one, I think. I've got no one killed so far. We have all our important mons. We've got a pretty solid squad. More importantly, we also have our Krokorok with the Moxie, which I believe is vastly more important than Intimidate, seeing as I have the Growlithe with Intimidate. You have the Silk Scarf, right? Yeah, alright, let's give you Return. We'll put that... what are we actually going to get rid of, though? Assurance. We'll keep Crunch. We don't need Assurance. There we go. So you've got a Silk Scarf boosted Return. You've got a pretty decent moveset. Even though I don't like you as a Gen 1 Pokemon, you are pretty good. So we will keep you. We've got you, which... yeah, you're just a boss now. The minus physical attack is not great, but as long as I can find Mega or Giga Drain, you are fine. We've got our Adamant boosted, soon to be Samurott. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right. So the level cap for that gym was 30, so let's just get everyone there. You don't need reversal. Last gym it went well until the 6th gym. Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves then. Let's try and keep it in check. But that is the team for now. Or pretty good type coverage. Pretty good. Very strong. Very, very, very strong Krokorok. With our lovely, lovely Intimidate. Moxie boost, not Intimidate. You, after you get Extreme Speed, we are evolving you. And then these two evolve pretty soon as well. So far feeling good. But that is going to be the end of the afternoon stream. And we will be back in a couple hours to hopefully at least get to the Elite Four. If this run is anything to go by, it's only take us 2.5 hours to get through 4 of the gyms. Hopefully by tonight we can get to the Elite Four, if not taking on the Elite Four, but at least to them. So hopefully I will see you guys later in the evening for that stream. And Mitz, I appreciate you coming in and watching this entire stream. Hopefully I'll see you this evening. And for now, peace.